I'm about to do a little bit of an experiment. I'm going to do comedy that I've just picked from today's New York Post. New York Post is a particularly good treasure trove of comedy. It's a little over the top. It's a little bit of a yellow journalism going on here. Excuse my lack of diction. And I love yellow journalism. Now, take this over here so I can references to this. Now, one of the big headlines is how New York stinks. Full of rats. Reminds me of my childhood. Memories of the smelly 70s. Misty waters come to me because they're filled with pollution. Can it be we were so violent then? Or has time exaggerated every line? Could we go back to those bad days again? Could we? Should we? The rats of New York are carnivorous, you see. They will even eat their own. Yes, sorry. New York is going backwards. Or maybe it's supposed to be a little pretty. Wasn't it getting a little too antiseptic? A little too safe for a while? It looked like Disneyland. And now it looks like the Haunted Kingdom. Not that I suffer from it. I don't get out much, so I don't get climbed on or bitten by rats because I'm up in my house. Fortress Vinigachuk. Fortress Kachaguchi. Fortress Moscow. Now, the world has changed since I was a little kid, since the 70s. They have woke sex education. Now, I remember when they got sex education when I was a little kid, but it was like when you were about 12 and you're just about to go past that point where you're innocent. Maybe doing Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy and elves. But then, from 11 to 12, you have feelings you never had before. Now, in the current sex education program, they're having, they say some boys and girls, some boys have penises, some girls have vaginas, but there are boys who have penises or vaginas. In this case, I'm mistaken, yes, vaginas, and some girls that have penises. I don't know about this. This may be politically correct, but I'm an old-fashioned man. Old man. I believe. Well, first, that's why I don't think you should refer. Penis. See, the thing about the penis is when you refer to your penis, it's usually on 12 and lower. You were my penis. I want to show you my penis. Then you go to a doctor and your penis, it's what it is. It's what that age. And vaginas, that's a more scary name. It sounds like something that is a thing. Vagina. I think they should call it a woo. That's in my day. That's what that's my woo. And the penis was that was the penis on this situation. And when you reach a certain age, you refer to your penis also. When you reach your 60s, like myself. Oh, my penis is bothering me. My penis doesn't work. Oh, my penis. Because it's no longer threatening. Now, in between that, I'm going to use language, but I'm not really using bad language. Call it dick. Somebody, oh, he's being a dick. And say, oh, they're going to take your dick out. Oh, you're up to something. You're trying to get into the vagina by fair means or foul. Then there's cock. Now, this is also not a dirty word in context. Cock. Oh, no, not dirty at all. Cock that gun rooster, cock, but that means you're really manly and kind of threatening, and I'm going to take out all this. Then there's vagina, of course. But nobody refers to it in the sex act. Vagina, my vagina. No, 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 no. So that deceptive, it sounds like some sort of paramecium. It's not referred. There's other words that can be used, but they're mostly dirty words. And in my time, I refer to it as the basement, the downstairs place, the woo-woo. Yes. That may explain why I didn't get enough. Now, let's see. Oh, Shakarodu. The sharks are coming. Now, I am no environmentalist. I'll admit it. I think the sharks had their time. People say, "Oh, they only a few people get killed by sharks a year." Oh, and also the percentages. And when you're killed by a shark or eaten partially by a shark, you know what the odds are of you getting eaten by a shark? 100%. Let me tell you something. They've been around for a billion years, since the days of the dinosaur. I think their time is up. I think we should help them along to extinction. I don't think they're part of the circle of life, probably. No, no, no. I think it's bull. No. I'm outraged that these sharks particularly eat people. Even though I seldom swim and haven't swum in 30 years, I don't think it's right being eaten by a fish. We eat them. They don't eat us, as far as I'm concerned. S.U. Van Vandals, rev up. They're eco warriors. They call themselves warriors. Warriors, the ecosystem. They know what they're doing. They're going to SUVs and they're puncturing the tires. And they've done this in 8 countries. The 5,000 SUVs. And they did it uptown in New York. I disapprove of this. If you came up to my SUV, function my tires, there'd be hell to pay. I take my walker and I bump you, I run you down. I run you down I take my cane and I smack you in the head. And you say, Vincent, or Nostradini, you don't drive. You don't have an SUV. You probably have a lower carbon footprint than these guys who are puncturing SUVs. That's true, very true. But that's not the point. The principle, my imaginary SUV and my imagination driving skills. I don't like it, and I don't like it on the principle of it. Oh, I know. It's wrong. It's wrong to puncture somebody's tire. Same thing with the girls. If that girl keyed my car and I don't have a car and I don't drive, and it would be impossible if anybody was going to key a car, I would be keying their car. That's not the point. I have a infinite imagination. I can imagine put myself in the other person's shoes. I can't put in eco terrorists or eco warriors or activists. No. First off, I'd be too scaredy cat to puncture somebody's SUV. And what if I wanted to drive? A man of my size, of my girth, of my weight, of my dimensions needs to be an SUV. What do you think I could go in a Volkswagen? This is another story. This is all from the Post. Post is a yellow journalism, treasure trove of comedy and perspective. There's a ghost town somewhere out west, in which people live there, and 1 million tourists come there. And the people who live in the ghost town don't like get visitors. Although, would they be living in a ghost town? Anyway, they shout and say nasty things to the tourists, and they put nasty notes on their cars. But I can't figure out, how can you live in a ghost town? A ghost town, by its definition, has no people in it. Apparently, there are a bunch of people who want to be isolated in a Western ghost town. These are mysteries. I don't get much out of the house, so I don't know what's going on. Smile. In the Philippines, they are telling people who work for the government, to smile or have problems with the Filipino government. Like smiles, even insincere smiles. An insincere smile is as good, well, it's not as good, but it's better than a frown. No, don't like it. I should be looking up here. The real poop. How Musk is feuding with Twitter. And he sent them a poop emoji. I can respect the man, a billionaire, a genius, man who sends rockets to the moon, who has the maturity of a 5-year-old. There's hope for this world. It's a battle between Twitter and I think an autistic director. He's a genius, but there's something not right there. They're missing, which I think is a good thing. I've got a few missing parts myself. Yes, I do. Anyway, this was an experiment. I'm trying to improvise off the newspapers. I'm going to come back with more of them. You can evaluate them and see if you like them. Okay. Now look at my little his Leila Ali, boxing. There's my tchotchkes representing the conflicts of society. There's me. There's me. It's during my douchebag period, my artistic skinny theater period, and of course, my pretending I was in a rock band period. And this is my actor period. And this is the famous bodybuilder Gladys Portuguese. There's Leila. I met her once. She's very charismatic. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye.